Hi everyone, we are the 4 internal consulting team members from Sally Beauty. Our group is called Sally's Angels, and we are the 3 men/women working in an internal private detective agency to solve the financial mysteries of Sally Beauty. My name is Kim Harker. Alongside of me is Kayla Valencia, Lindsay McCone, and Andrew Otterman. I am Detective Kim, and my job is to think about the technological advances and media pushes we can make to ensure that Sally Beauty Holdings runs smoothly both internally and externally. Detective Kayla's job dives deep into the operations of Sally Beauty. Her role is to analyze the day-to-day operations and see what can be made more efficient. Detective Lindsay is in charge of strategy. She is the girl behind the plan to get Sally Beauty to where we want and should be. We need a plan that is step by step and will lead this company to success. Lastly, Detective Andrew is our numbers guy. He helps us determine whether the decisions we make are financially sound and fit into our budget. We're going to be analyzing Sally Beauty Holdings and trying to dissect each part of the company in order for Sally Beauty to be successful and in a comfortable financial spot. Andrew will give some more background about the company, Kayla more into the value of Sally Beauty, and Lindsay will dissect the leadership of the company. Andrew will look at the financial health status, and lastly, I will look into their branding through their in-store and online presence and social media, and Kayla will look at the future.
Hi, I'm Detective Andrew here to talk to you about who Sally Beauty is. Well, we are a global distributor and retailer of professional beauty products. As the largest distributor of professional beauty products in the US based on store count, Sally Beauty has an enormous physical presence as a brand that they use to reach out to their customers. The company operates primarily through 2 business segments, Sally Beauty Supply and Beauty Systems Group. Sally Beauty Supply began operations as a single store in New Orleans in 1964, which has since grown to over 5,000 stores worldwide. We operate primarily in North and South America and in Western Europe, and with a staff of over 27,000 full and part-time employees, Sally Beauty has many moving parts to manage and train to create the best customer experience possible. It offers over 10,000 professional beauty products for hair, skin, and nails through leading third-party brands and exclusive label professional product lines. With annual sales of over $3.8 billion and operational earnings of over $380 million, Sally Beauty is a competitive force in the cosmetics industry as it directly competes with Ulta, Sephora, and Amazon. However, with the largest physical presence in our industry and unique membership rewards, Sally Beauty has the ability to grow substantially and continue to compete in cosmetics.
Thanks for the background, Detective Andrew. Now, we're going to dive a little deeper into the company structure. We are an operationally excellent company that has been striving for low prices and high-quality products since its inception in 1964. While our business model demonstrates an aspiration for functionality, both internally and externally, we are also pursuing a slight customer intimate strategy as well, with new developments and a better understanding of our customers. The Sally Beauty Holdings customer base includes retail consumers and salon professionals. But the typical Sally Beauty customer, looking at more so the economic profile, she is about 35 years old, earns about $50,000 of income a year, has a couple years of college under her belt, and is value-focused, but unwilling to forgo the necessity of buying, say, the right hair color. To ensure we have what she needs, we have the stores that bring a lot of value to our customers. We have maintained a high store count to be the reliable access point for both wholesale and retail consumers. While we are currently rationalizing our store network to better fit the needs of these customers, the store locations take a lot into consideration. Now, here's Aaron Alt, the CFO of Sally Beauty Holdings, explaining himself why stores are located where they are.
Look at the trade centers that have locations available to us that meet our needs, and it's generally 2,000 square feet or so of retail space. We look at the competitive set in the area. We look at the traffic drivers. Is there a big box or another reason for the consumer to be in the center? We look at market saturation for our business. How many Sally stores do we have in the area or not? salons, for instance. For the other side of the portfolio on BSG, there's a probably 20-factor analysis that goes into every location assessment. And similarly, as locations evolve over time, as trade centers improve or worsen, as big boxes come or go, we then adjust the locations of the existing stores on the same basis.
While there's a clear understanding of the consumer we are going for, Sally Beauty Holdings is reshaping the way we are approaching these customers and potential customers, and is trying to reconfigure the way we dissect our data of customers to paint an even clearer picture. Before looking at this reconfiguration of data and the new investments we are making, Lindsay will talk about the leadership driving us to success.
Thank you. I am Detective Lindsay, and I am eager to investigate the leadership style of Sally Beauty and how their expertise has helped our company get to be the company that we are today. The majority of the board and management have a background in operations and finance. This makes sense given the operationally excellence we pride ourselves on. Operational excellence companies are keen on providing results, and Sally Beauty has employed many leaders on both the board and the management that have backgrounds in this strategy. We are an organization crying out for numbers, and we want to be able to figure out plans and track success from those plans based on these numbers. This type of leadership starts at the top. We have strategically employed many financial and accounting-backed board and senior management members, including Robert R. McMaster, John A. Miller, and Edward W. Raven. According to Aaron Alt, the Chief Financial Officer, the management is an interesting mix of strategists and execution-oriented executives. He's not wrong. Where I think the company struggles is in marketing a voice to their brand and their people. I think this is also evident in their leadership style. They do not have a focus on merchandising and marketing, rather focus on the numbers and production. This is reflective in their decision to have mainly numbers people on their board and in their senior management. That being said, the company is looking for new talent like digital and marketing to make sure that they have the right mix of skills. This will add to a more well-balanced Sally Beauty board and management and will allow the company to achieve its goal of integrating onto a new online, more modern platform. I believe that the company should focus on this goal of building their online platform, and it must begin with their leadership style.
Thanks, Detective Lindsay. Detective Andrew here again to go over the financials of Sally Beauty. At first glance, Sally Beauty's financials are riddled with concerns, but some digging shows hope for future growth. Looking at the balance sheet, a rather unique aspect of Sally Beauty is that they operate in a stockholders' deficit of $268.8 million. Though it is publicly traded and has over 130,000 shares issued, they have negative retained earnings that are seen under accumulated deficit section of the balance sheet. Looking for a reason why, we can see that all $2.1 billion of Sally Beauty's assets are funded through $2.365 billion in debt. Combined with the background information about Sally Beauty's risk factors, Sally Beauty is pursuing aggressive physical growth by having as many storefronts as possible in order to give the consumers best access to their goods. The income statement tells us how Sally Beauty's growth strategy has performed thus far. We can see that sales and cost of goods sold have remained relatively stable over the last 3 years. Now, despite successfully rapidly putting down storefronts, we can see that it hasn't raised sales and should close the less successful stores to pay debt and to pay dividends to their stockholders. Now lastly, the cash flow statement shows us that Sally Beauty has in fact slowed their expansion down last year, but has not begun closing up unprofitable locations. We can see a decrease in spending in property, plant, and equipment reflect a slow in their growth, but there is no change in proceeds from sales of property, plant, and equipment, which shows no consolidation. We were shocked to find that the cosmetics industry is largely unaffected by the online shopping trends overwhelming other industries. Though Amazon is rapidly growing its profits, it holds only 8% of cosmetic sales in 2018. We assume this is correlated to a civic science survey that polled millions of women about their cosmetic shopping habits. It showed that 21% of women made their last cosmetic purchase at a big box store, which was the most popular section, followed by specialty retailers like Ulta, Sephora, and Sally Beauty at 17%. These support that the cosmetic industry is physically grounded, that consumers want to be at stores when they're shopping for their goods. And we were also very excited to find that 61% of the respondents in that survey shopped at places like Ulta, Sephora, and Sally Beauty to further exclusive benefits like free samples, shipping, and membership perks, and not price, quality, reviews, brand, or variety. With a combination of physical presence and a unique, valuable membership program, Sally Beauty has the financial potential to compete and grow in their industry.
Sally Beauty Hair Dares You. Dump your drugstore hair dye. Split up with your split ends. And bid adieu to your old shampoo. Dare to find the mane of your dreams for less at Sally Beauty. Trade up to salon quality products under $10. All backed by our love it or return it guarantee. At the new Sally Beauty. Beautiful finds, beautiful prices.
Hi again, this is Detective Kim here, investigating the brand, online, in-store, and social media of SallyBeautyHoldings. When thinking about the sentiment, qualitative factors, and observation insights of Sally Beauty, it becomes clear after dissecting their social media, their website, PR pieces, and press releases that there is no obvious personality to Sally Beauty's. Although some of our social media content is designed creatively, it overall is a weak presence. Going into further details about their social media, they hold accounts in all major platforms. Their Instagram has 454,000 followers, their Twitter has 62.1 thousand followers, Pinterest has 4.4 million monthly viewers, and YouTube has 34,582 subscribers. For Instagram and Twitter, they post every day, a couple times a day. Their content is what you would expect from a beauty company, but it's really nothing special. There's hardly any interaction with the followers, often bland posts and captions. Most of their tweets, for example, only get 3 to 10 favorites and 1 to 2 retweets, but they have 62,000 followers. Also, in terms of Pinterest and YouTube, they post more weekly, monthly than daily, but again, their content is bland. They post tutorials, beauty trends, beauty hacks, etc., and there are a low number of viewers. We need to market smarter and not harder. In terms of their website shows how much products they really offer. Their website is broken down into a couple tabs. Their main tabs are their beauty, nails, salon and equipment, and hair. There are so many options within each tab, it can be overwhelming. Then we have the in-store experience. I was the lucky one to get to really investigate Sally Beauty, and I would say their aisles are pretty overwhelming, just like their website. Their aisles were split into many different sections. For example, there was a hair section, there was nails, there was hair dye, hair products like straighteners and blow dryers. There was a male section for like male hair dye, there was salon equipment, hair products, hair accessories, brush accessories, and a razor section. I really got warehouse vibes from this store, and it is one of the bigger stores they have within this area of the Midwest, but it just was too big. It was too warehouse. There was a lot of equipment in the back for the salon individuals that come in, but me as someone who is not part of a salon, I don't want to see that. Also, there's a lot of stuff on their shelves that it can get overwhelming in terms of options, and their lighting wasn't really great. When you think about their competitors, their aisles are really lit up, and I didn't really get that from Sally Beauty. However, I will say their employees were very helpful when I went to the store, and they kept asking me if I needed help
Thanks, Detective Kim, for those insightful observations. Looking at the competition and future of Sally Beauty Holdings with all the context is crucial in determining the next steps. With major competitors, some of which we've mentioned, such as Ulta, Avon, L'Oreal, Sephora, Target, Amazon, and Walmart, Sally Beauty Holdings is working to retain our current customers while making long-term investments to generate new excitement around the company. To try out these new investments, we have a test site in Las Vegas, a location chose because of its interesting market, its separate geographic area from other metropolis centers, meaning we can do things differently in the Las Vegas stores and not impact other stores around it. And also because of its own media market, where we can change and test certain marketing strategies before spreading it across the country. We are testing out new store layouts, marketing strategies, and customer and store technology that track purchases and inventory, to name a bit, currently. And this was the initial site actually for our newly introduced loyalty program that is doing really well. This loyalty program offers discounts on every item in the store and sends members monthly email newsletters with beauty tips, new product information, and exclusive coupons. Looking further down the road, our major investments that are helping us compete include technology, improving the customer experience, and having the right products for customers. We are working on creating a more efficient website and web store, as well as an app that comes out in April, where customers of all kinds can have a maximized experience while we work to lower our store count in order to keep up with the e-commerce industry. While we aren't looking to be Amazon, we are competing. We are focused on having what people want to buy that they can't get anywhere else, like our new hair color box brands, high-quality coloring that can be applied at the comfort of your own home. We do admire Amazon's focus and use of their customer data, and in order to be able to truly compete with e-commerce giants like Amazon, we need to build the capability to have robust e-commerce platforms, both web and app-based. These are the first steps to create a dynamic database to have an even greater understanding of our guests, so that in turn we can create a better guest experience. With a better data system comes better processing and merchandising, and we are committed to having this be our number one priority, and are excited to see the fruit of our hard work at Sally Beauty Holdings.
In conclusion, after deep diving into Sally Beauty financials, we have been able to analyze the company through multiple lenses. Sally Beauty is an operationally excellent company. The store is working towards enhancing its customer intimacy through providing a wide range of products to hit the highest quality service possible. This promise of operational excellence is demonstrated in the spread of its leadership over its strengths. They also have a lot of financial and accounting-based directors on the board, which helps with the data crunching-based business operation focused on results. To continue, since we are trying to focus on customer intimacy, we should add more members of the board with marketing backgrounds to encourage the brand to have a voice. We need to focus on upping our social media presence, especially as there needs to be more interaction with our followers to create that feeling of customer intimacy. We need to create a brand image and voice that sticks in consumers' minds and so that we can compete effectively with other brands. Currently, we have an annual revenue of over $3.8 billion and operating earnings of approximately $380 million. Sally Beauty Holdings operates in stockholders' deficit. The debt is composed of inventory and PP&E, which reflects the aggressive growth strategy SBH uses to maximize their number of stores nationwide. Meanwhile, sales and COGS have remained the same for the past 3 years, also showing that the aggressive storefront growth strategy is not increasing their sales, and the debt it takes on trying to expand is not worth the larger physical presence. In the highly competitive cosmetic industry, SBH competes with Ulta, Sephora, Target, and now Amazon. SBH is working to retain our current customers while making longer-term investments to generate new excitement around the company. We have recently introduced a loyalty program that seems to be testing well at our storefronts. Our major investments will include technology-focused changes as well as improving the overall consumer experience. However, with the largest physical presence and unique membership rewards, Sally Beauty has the potential to dominate this industry. Angels out.